Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your arms or legs look smaller than they used to? Not thinner from weight loss, just smaller, softer, weaker. I noticed it in my own body when I was 62. I was getting dressed one morning, and as I rolled up my sleeves, I caught a glimpse of my forearm. It didn't look like mine. It looked unfamiliar. That was the day I first learned about something called sarcopenia. And today I want to talk to you about it, not as a doctor, not as an expert, but as someone who went through it, who fought it, and who still works every day to stay ahead of it. Because if you're over 60 and you've been feeling weaker, slower, or more tired than usual, it might not be your imagination, it might be sarcopenia. Let's talk about what it is, how it creeps into our lives, and most importantly, how to fight back. What is sarcopenia? Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that happens as we age. It usually starts quietly in your 50s or 60s, and it accelerates if we don't do something about it. By the time many people reach their 70s, they've lost up to 30% of their muscle mass. Now think about that. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with your own strength and someone slowly, year by year, takes pieces out of it. 1 pound here, 2 pounds there. Until one day you can't lift what you used to, can't walk as far or stand as long. Sarcopenia doesn't shout, it whispers, it hides in the little things. Like needing to push off your thighs to get up from a chair. Or finding it harder to carry groceries. Or noticing your balance isn't what it used to be. That's how it started for me. I thought I was just out of shape, but the truth was deeper. Why does it happen? Our muscles are always changing. They break down and rebuild constantly. But as we age, our body's ability to rebuild slows down. Hormones shift. Inflammation increases. We move less. We eat differently. And before we know it, we're losing more muscle than we're building. Some of it is natural, but most of it is preventable. That's the key. We can't stop the clock, but we can change how we live as it ticks. What are the effects? Sarcopenia doesn't just make you weaker, it changes how you live. It makes stairs feel steeper, it makes jars harder to open, it makes you avoid walks, outings, even hobbies. And here's the worst part, it feeds on itself. The less you move, the faster you lose muscle. The faster you lose muscle, the harder it is to move. But here's the good news, there's a way to break that cycle. Before we dive into how to fight back, I want to ask a small favor. If this story is helping you see yourself more clearly, please take a second to like this video. It really supports the channel, and it helps more people like us discover these important messages. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We're building a community of strong, informed seniors, and you belong here. Now let's talk about how to combat sarcopenia. Asterisk 1, start with strength, even a little asterisk. The number one way to fight muscle loss is to asterisk use your muscles asterisk. That doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or joining a gym unless you want to, it means resistance, pushing, pulling, holding. Simple bodyweight exercises are incredibly effective, things like wall push-ups, chair squats, light dumbbell curls, lifting a grocery bag a few times each morning. I started with just 5 minutes a day, at the kitchen counter holding soup cans. You'd be amazed how quickly your body responds at any age. The trick is consistency, not perfection. Every day you move, you're telling your body, we still need this muscle, don't let it go. Asterisk 2, feed your muscles. When I was younger, I didn't think much about protein. I figured if I ate a decent dinner, I was doing fine. But as we age, our muscles need more protein to repair and grow. The rule I follow now, try to get protein in every meal, even breakfast. Some days that's eggs, some days it's Greek yogurt with nuts, sometimes it's a protein shake if I'm in a hurry. I also added more omega-3s like salmon or flaxseed and vitamin D because muscles aren't just built with effort. They're built with the right ingredients. And of course, I drink water, more than I want to, because hydration helps every cell in our body, including muscle. Asterisk 3, walk, balance, and stretch. Muscles aren't just about lifting, they're about moving. I make it a point to walk every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Movement keeps the muscles working and it keeps the joints oiled. I also practice balancing, standing on one foot for 10 seconds, then the other. And stretching, always stretching, especially in the morning and before bed. These things seem small, but they build a foundation, a body that's not just stronger but safer. And let's be honest, the biggest risk with sarcopenia isn't just weakness. It's falls, injury, losing independence. I'm not willing to give those things up, are you? Let me pause for a moment here. If you've made it this far, thank you. It means you care about your body, your life, and your future, and I care too. If you haven't yet, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. I promise, everything we post is designed to help you live longer, move better, and feel stronger. Now let's continue. Asterisk 4. Rest matters just as much. Asterisk. You can't build strength if you're constantly tired. I used to think rest was laziness. I was wrong. Good rest is how the body heals, especially muscle. These days I go to bed earlier, I limit screen time at night, I read, I stretch, and I make sure my room is cool and quiet. Sleep is when your body repairs the damage you did during the day and turns effort into strength. If you're doing all the right things but still feeling tired and weak, look at your sleep. It might be the missing piece. Asterisk 5. Surround yourself with motivation. I used to do everything alone, but it's easier to stay motivated when you're not isolated. Now I check in with a walking buddy. I follow channels like this one. I read about people in their 70s and 80s running marathons, lifting weights, hiking mountains. You don't need to be extreme, but you do need to stay inspired. Surround yourself with reminders that strength is still possible. Because it is, every day in small ways you can rebuild what's been lost. And you don't have to do it alone. Final thoughts. Sarcopenia is real, but it's not unbeatable. You don't have to live weaker than you are, you don't have to accept the slow fade, you have choices. Start with one small step, one stretch, one walk, one change at breakfast. Because the truth is, the fight against muscle loss isn't really about muscle. It's about living life fully. Climbing stairs with ease. Lifting your grandchild. Reaching up to get the good dishes. It's about dignity, independence, joy. And you deserve all of that. So keep going, keep moving, keep learning. And if this video spoke to you, please like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to say this matters. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay strong.